Hi Pisces, welcome to your annual 2024-25 Astrology Horoscope forecast. Welcome to my channel. It's a transitional year as we move from the earth and water energies and we move into the fire and air frequencies. I'm going to be focusing on slow moving planet. I'm going to primarily be talking about Pluto and Jupiter. I have in the past spoken at great length on Pluto. I think all of us astrologers, this is maybe the biggest thing that is there in astrology. We've been speaking about the Pluto transit, and it has finally shifted after being in Capricorn for 20 years. It has rolled into Aquarius now, and the impact that it's going to be having on us globally on a personal level, I think it's really, really important that we understand it. There is also a lot of shift that has happened from moving from Capricorn, from everything that has to do with structure, finances, authority figures, the need to hoard more, be more transactional, to derive our security from material things, and then to move into an Aquarius energy, which is a more collective energy. It is more about collective consciousness. It's about benefiting the people at large. It's more a we energy. It's not an I, me energy. Aquarius also, I mean, if you were to trace history, I think most of the, whether they were rights or policies that were made in favor of equal pay or equality for women, or anything that got really done, or marches that were conducted, protests that were conducted for, that can to benefit the benefit people at large at an equal level. They were all done during an Aquarian age. Also, we are also entering an era of AI technology in your softwares, and that is all a very Aquarian energy, and also a very humanitarian one, because Aquarius is all about humaneness. It's all about distributing the wealth equally. It's not very happy that just few people hold the purse strings, like in the case of Capricorn it was. So things are shifting. And I think Pisces, at a certain level, you understand that quite well, because being the last of the zodiac, you pretty much, whether you like it or not, given the title of the wisest one, because you have all the lessons of the zodiacs which you have taken. Now, Pluto is on the 21st of Jan is going to be moving into your house of behind the scenes. This is a house of spirituality. This is the house where we go and charge our emotional batteries. And this is also the house of the subconscious mind, our baggage, the past and karma. So having Pluto in this house, it can stir up deep subconscious issues, motivations, desires, dredge up ancient history, past drama, make baggage even feel heavier, and it could, at times just make you feel that the universe is out to get you. Now, Pluto, you Pisces are generally quite happy being, in this house of behind the scenes. You're quite happy, working by yourself, by researching, investigating. But with Pluto transit, which is like a long one, it's going to be here for 20 years, it could make you slightly obsessive about wanting to unearth things, wanting to sort of, dig past issues. It would want you, it could generally make you quite investigative. It could also make you quite picky, very nitpicky. You would sort of not let go of things, and if you pick out on a certain issue, you would like carry on digging on to it. If you do that as a profession, I would say congratulations. It's going to be an extremely lucrative 2 decades for you. But on a personal level, you could be a bit of a pain. So try and watch out for this intensity or this obsessiveness on, not letting stuff go. And also bringing up the past too much. It's done. There's not much that you can do about. You need to be detaching yourself from the past hurts, the past the way that things were done, or who harmed you, how, or even I would say your past baggage. It's good to look at our past traumas or our childhood patterns to learn something from it. But to sort of bring them up and carry that baggage and bring it in your current life, or let that be a reflection of your current life, is not that great. To be I can go on and on about the Plutonian effect that it will have, but I'm just going to summarize it very simply. The easiest way to manage this transit is to face the past, the baggage, the subconscious issues, all of the stuff that you've got hidden away inside you, or it is hidden away in the past, and bring it out. Face it, deal with it, and then let it go. This transit can also be a period of deep cleaning and cleansing spiritually, emotionally, and physically as well. If you refuse to do this, if you refuse to sort of deal with all the baggage that is there inside you, then you can see all sorts of things in your life that can go awry, they can go wrong. And it may seem like it's random or coincidence in some strange way. It's an excellent time to dive into your spiritual self and forge a stronger connection with your intuitive side, and also into all the subtle energies that are around you, Pisces. You can develop a strong connection to the mystical and metaphysical, but make sure that you don't sort of dive too deeply and get really obsessive or fanatic about it. This extremely long transit is going to bring about gradual yet deep changes in your psyche. So, how you deal with endings and matters of the past. There can also be some intense focus on spiritual and psychological growth during this time. You are confronting deeply buried aspects of your psyche, and you will be learning unusual things about the hidden side of your nature. And with this knowledge, you're also learning to control these things, although it's not always an easy process. Things that you have buried, in your subconscious, such as past events, some things that you may be ashamed of, they could emerge, and they are going to be requiring some sensitive handling. Facing your ghosts with self honesty is required of you right now, Pisces. It could also be that perhaps a hidden part of you may be seeking a challenge or to push your boundaries, and if not understood and met, you may jump into troubles, you may take risks impulsively, or be the victim of unconscious reactions that undermine you. You may also have some peculiar or unusual experience in your life as a result of that, and this position at times is associated with powerful and or it could even be unexpected enemies as well. It can also indicate dark and intense dreams. You may keep very many things to yourself, which could impact your health. So ask yourself if some of the secrets are truly necessary, and who is it that you're really trying to protect and hide, Pisces. Try and be transparent, try and be uh, gentle, and I would say sensitive, not just with yourself but also with others. And ask yourself, if you really need to be keeping so much of baggage inside of you. This transit can get more potent if we have Saturn or Uranus that is aspecting close to Pluto over here. We then have Jupiter that is going to be moving into your house of home, and this is a lovely transit where you're going to be seeing benefits from your home, your family, your property, domestic comfort matters during this cycle. This is the house of Cancer, it governs your mother. So it can be that something could be bringing her a lot of joy and happiness. An increased sense of security and safety could be derived from your domestic situation. There could be some improvement in your home life, in your family, and basic psychological foundations could be there in focus. A strong sense of stability, inner contentment, and balance could be experienced as of now. There will be a lot of instances where you will um there will be a lot of instances to buy or sell real estate for financial gain, and you could be involved in some home improvements such as real estate or renovation purchases. All of that could be favored right now, as it you could be, some of you could be shifting. Some of you may buy or sell a house, and others may welcome a new addition to the family. And you could be moving into some of you could be moving into a larger and a more comfortable house. It's a time to be ironing out long-standing family problems. Relationships with parents and family members is going to get enhanced. You may find special enjoyment in staying in touch with your roots or with your family traditions, and you could be taking a greater interest in long-term security and wellness for you and for your family. And you can expect a family reunion. Your parents may help you financially, and there could be an inheritance that could be possible during this time. You're going to be taking more pleasure in nurturing others during this time. Uh, Overall, there's just going to be a stronger sense of psychological well-being. As you take less interest in the worldly ambitions and activities, and you are content around your home, or at in your nest. The second set of eclipses we have are in mid-year, September 18th. We have a lunar eclipse that is there in your own house, and then in October we have a solar eclipse, which is there in your house of expansion of the mind. So there could be some mid-year, there could be some amount of setting recourse to your life ahead, to what is it that you want out of life, your goals, your visions, how it is that you want the world to perceive you, where is it that you're going, your own self-image. Some of you could be sprucing it up, some of you could be getting a new wardrobe done, a new look. And October, it is a time wherein you would be looking at long distance travel. You could be looking at expanding your mind. You could be looking at dealing with people from different countries, ethnicities, and your mind could generally be broadening. And also for a lot of you, this is an opportunity for you to be deepening your spiritual practices. We'll close the year on December 6th with Mars, which is going to go retrograde in your house of day-to-day chores, your work and health. And the retrograde is there till about February 2025. So it's a time of reflection. It's a time of looking at your work environment, maybe being more productive, be more proactive. This also governs your health. So, the kind of food that you're eating, whether you're working out or not. It's a fairly mundane house, but with a retrograde, you are being asked to review it. It's a time that, something needs to be looked at, something needs to be checked. So Mars retrograde is going to encourage you to pause, to look at the kind of food that you're consuming, your day-to-day chores, your health, whether you're working out or not, your work environment, whether it is conducive or not. And all of this carries on till about February 2025. So Pisces, everything is coming up on the surface. It's an extremely transitional year before the planets sort of completely roll in, settle in, and the fireworks begin. But for you, importantly, because this is a year, rather the start of an era, 2 decades, Pluto is going to be there, or wherein you need to be, I think, learning from your past mistakes, maybe things that have happened in the past, and rather than deal with them, you have just buried them inside. So it's a good time to be learning lessons from the past and not to sort of make the same mistakes. You will be encouraged to deal with it, not just sort of simply bury it and put it, and yet have a an effect of it. Could just be a thread, but if you're even a little bit bitter about it, you could be carrying it into your current relationships as well. So you need to be looking at your deep psychological patterns, seeing where it is, what needs to get done, and Pluto loves transformation and be willing to work with the Plutonian energy. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Pisces. I hope to see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.